I realized that what businesses first needed to do is figure out where AI fits in what they're already doing, because AI itself is not a strategy. I used to say social media is not a strategy. It replaces nothing, it complements everything. And I've been saying that, and it's the exact same thing with AI. So with marketing, and there's many ways to use AI outside of this, but we get into content creation, which I think is the hot thing with AI, whether it's video or audio or image or text. And where does it fit into? First of all, do you have a content creation process? I mean, if you're not creating content, you need to have content in order to use it. I would never recommend you use AI to create content from scratch. That is the absolute worst thing you can do. But assuming that you're already creating some kind of content, regardless of what format it is, where can AI fit into your content creation process? And I have a dedicated chapter on that in Digital Threads. And I would say, fast forward to today, the promise of AI is that it's going to help you do everything faster and better. And so is there a way we can use AI for this? And I'll experiment with a prompt. And you know what? Sometimes it's not ready for prime time. Sometimes it's quicker for me to do it outside of AI. Awesome, right? But there's more and more times, like frequently on a daily basis, you know what? Let me experiment a little bit with the prompts and then let's put in a custom GPT and go from there. And in the book, in Digital Threads, I talk about like a library of content, all these different things. It gets to a point, well, where you feel really comfortable. I can create content on a daily basis across all these platforms. It becomes a lot easier and quicker to do, and you actually become better at it. So then you could spend more time engaging with people, developing relationships, right? Knowing that you're able to develop that content, because the key thing about using AI for content creation is the content has to start with you. It has to start with you speaking, with your ideas, your transcripts, your videos. And if you have that content, and it might be buried in like webinars you did or speeches you gave, or maybe email conversations, or maybe conversations that your salespeople have on Zoom that you've recorded and put into Otter, wherever it is, if that content exists, then what AI is really, really good at is repurposing that. It's based on your ideas, your perspective, your tone, your values, your products, your brand. So anytime it is repurposed into something, yes, it is AI created, but the base is you. And that takes it from developing something from scratch to looking and editing a final copy, like from zero to hero in very little time. But you have to put in reps, as the great Kobe Bryant would say. You have to have that initial content. The great thing is you probably already have it, right? You just need to dig into those IP, find the assets, feed it into whatever way you feed your AI, your LLMs, or create your own LLM, and you're off to the races. You know, especially when you start working with custom GPTs, you begin to get a personalized and repeatable process of using AI, and it only gets better from there. So it isn't rocket science. It takes a little bit of AI literacy. It takes a little bit of practice. It takes a little bit of experimentation, but every single person can get there.